Hey everybody, welcome to Noir Bar. I'm Polly, and joining me at the bar tonight for guests, FarZoosme. Far, how are you doing?
I'm doing alright. I'm surprised I'm still a guest considering I own this fucking bar.
Well, you can keep telling yourself that, but my Bowery thugs will soon get the licensing paperwork back from you. You can't keep it hidden forever.
Your lawyers, right, right.
No. Thugs. I'm sending
Yeah, lawyers.
I'm sending broad-shouldered men in fedoras. This is 1942. They will be
Your lawyers.
my lawyers, yes.
Lawyers. That's the fancy term.
And your lawyers can go fight my lawyers. Because my lawyer can kick your lawyer's ass.
And our special guest tonight is Weebo Jones. Weebo, welcome to 1942 in Noir Bar. How are you?
It's good to be here, Polly. Yeah, I just, I am feeling it, but I will persevere. And by
You'll persevere for that lawyer fight.
That lawyer fight, yeah. And by persevere, I mean like through the horridness of the tiredness of waking up at 4:30 in the morning.
Well,
every weekday.
And it would be, see, Weebo, here's the thing that you have to understand. The audience loves you. We all love you. And because of that, we want to hear your voice. So it would be useful if you were to pull the microphone closer to your mouth so we could all hear you at the same volume as...
Oh my gosh! Just no one's ever happy or pleased with
I took the scenic route to that request. I know, but whatever. It's...
Alright, how does this sound?
Wow.
Does it sound better?
Weebo's mellifluous tones flowing through. It's great.
Alright, how about this? Is this better?
Yes.
How does game work again? Can anyone help me?
Deco was first in the bar, and we're always happy to have him here. And Platty's here, yay! And Cynic, and all you need. Shady Grin, what's up, Shady? And there's Cynic again, and Evolved Potato, who said, wow, I thought Polly died. That's cool, bro. That's cool. Truth be told, I've had some insane levels of IRL stuff going on. Some dismaying, some merely annoying, and some outright tragic. Hopefully COVID lets up sooner than later, so we can actually have a funeral. Yeah, it's been rough.
That would be nice.
Yeah. Angela, how are you? Hope you're feeling better. I've been missing comic book curation, as have we all. But, yeah, challenges continue. We'll see what happens with that. Johnny Bonsaco's here, and TOS, and Functional is what the gay. What the gay, indeed. And Ginger Power! And there we go. That's the full run of everyone here. Sorry if I missed anybody. So, welcome to Noir Bar. It's a good time. It's back in 1942. So, we've been enjoying not only noir movies as of late, some of us have been enjoying neo-noir. Now, Weebo, of course, is... Well, I have. Well, so is Chaos Eve. She's been enjoying it. And some of the people that hang in and around Chaos Eve, I think they were there as well. Who the hell watched? Wow, I'm blanking right the fuck out on when and where and who was around when that happened. No, seriously, it's just...
When, where, why, Polly? Come on.
Yeah.
Right now.
I could have watched it with two bums in an alley and I would remember it more clearly. What the fuck? What? Eve... Okay, look, Eve was there.
She was present. Maybe we should ask her.
And I was about to say when we watched Blowout from 1981. But no, I watched that alone. So what the fuck movie was it? It was, Jesus. Okay, so we watched some neo-noir film. No, I remember. I remember. It had Isabella Ajani in it. Because she was looking super sexy in the lady fedora. Oh, Assassin of the Grey's here. Yeah, hey, how's it going? Come on, okay, guys. What film from 1978 had Isabella Ajani in it? That's The Driver. For fuck's sake, it was The Driver, and it was good. It all just flooded back through my medicated haze. It's fine.
There you go.
Yeah.
I feel like I need to go back, clip that, and just time how long it took for you to get to point A to point B.
Klonopin's a hell of a medication. You leave it alone. Yeah, so there it is. Whew. And I actually had to sign on to Twitter for the first time in a week. I think it's been a week, maybe 6 days, maybe 8. I don't know, somewhere in and around there. And there was a whole bunch of notifications and DMs that I hadn't responded to because I hadn't been logged into Twitter for over a week. So I apologize to anybody that I haven't responded to. It's got nothing to do with not wanting to respond. It's that I didn't even know that anybody had messaged me. See, here's what happened. WaterFox no longer works, so I've been forced to go back to Firefox as my regular browser, which I'm not particularly happy about. But after properly securitizing it with NoScript and uBlock Origin and AdBlock Plus and so forth, and got everything straightened away, I decided to completely clear the cache and the browser history and the Flash cookies and the regular cookies, and in doing so, I wiped all of my passwords, and I remembered all of my passwords except for Twitter. Now, I have my Twitter password on a encrypted XLS spreadsheet on an external hard drive, but things were going on IRL that I was just like, I just don't want to. I don't want to hear about what's going on with the wonderful Biden administration and how, you know, we are now living in Shangri-La and Never Never Land, you know what I mean? And I was just like, I can't. I just can't. So I didn't. And so I haven't been there in a while. Yay! Welcome to Noir Bar. It's a land of fun and frivolity.
I've just been keeping a low profile myself in regards to that too, because I'm just... You get to a point where you're like, you're exhausted, where you're burnt out. Does that make sense? Yeah.
It absolutely makes sense. It absolutely makes sense. Ginger Power says it's 1942. That movie doesn't exist yet. Well, but technically neither do we, since it's 1942.
I'm a tale as old as time, bitch.
We travel
You're
back
just
in time.
always there.
You know what's funny?
Forever.
Miss Undoomed, if you follow her on Twitter like a couple weeks back when I was still on Twitter, she sent out this tweet of an otter peeking his head out of a pipe, and it was like in like some sewage area or like a river, and there's like you know, detritus and trash all laying around, and the otter had this like hilarious shocked look on its face, and the text beneath said something like, Steve went into the otter time travel tunnel and emerged into a dystopian future, and now he doesn't know what to do. And I'm like, what are the odds that someone else ran with a time traveling otter? What are the...
You think she watches your show? Because I feel like she might.
I'd be happy if Miss Undoomed watched the show. She's a funny lady. And she does the Otter of the Day and Best Otter or something like that. Those are her 2 hashtags. It's great. It's fun to follow. She gets pictures that I've never seen before from off the interwebs. B Junkie says, you gotta look up Salute the Marine story. It's perfect. Let me make a note for that. Let's see.
You know, I just can't stop thinking about the Navy SEALs copy pasta. Just salute the Marine. I don't know why.
Go ahead and throw that link in chat for those of you who haven't seen the Navy SEALs copy pasta, where I did the copy pasta read and Far provided the hilarious seal as an seal as a seal, otter as a Navy SEAL. Guys, I am not up to or nor fit to be doing a stream right now, but I'm here anyway. You know why? Because I missed you. It's
We missed you too, Polly.
well, I appreciate that. And so while you're here, I'm going to remind you to do the thing that I usually only remember to do at the very end of the stream. Remember to like and to subscribe. And not so much subscribe, because I don't really think that there's anybody here who hasn't been here before, because the YouTube algorithm likes fucking me in the ass because I swear too much and say things like fucking me in the ass. Yeah, go ahead. Clip that one, Far. Have a good time. See if I care.
You sound like you care a little bit.
What are you trying to do? It makes me not want to do that.
I'm in such a bad mood. It's so off, and I haven't slept in so long, and I'm so tired. Why am I streaming? What the fuck?
Because you have an unhealthy addiction? Maybe?
Well, I don't know if I'd call it an
You
addiction.
secretly want to play the Wikihow game?
But I do want to play the Wikihow game. And guys, we have a Wikihow game tonight. And Weebo, I think this will be the first time you're playing the Wikihow game, I believe.
I do believe so.
Cool. No, it's not an unhealthy obsession because I hadn't streamed in a while. It was more like I should get back on it because there's people out there that say things like, Jesus Christ, when is Noir Bar going to open back up? And I'm like, you know what? You've got a point. I set up a stream to do, and I haven't been doing it, and that's just laziness. So I don't know if it's really addiction or just, come on, people want to see it
Obligation?
happen. Neighbor kid is screaming incessantly again, says
Aw.
I don't know why that makes me laugh. It's like
Neighbor kitchen ambition.
it's like talking to Inquisitor. You can't have a conversation with Inquisitor without like every 5 minutes some asshole train engineer blaring the train because it's you just in the background every so often. And Quiz
What's
is
he living in a fucking train yard?
well. That's the joke. We've all started yelling at him. Doc, the train's coming. It's just
Or is it like that specific place? Is that the Blues Brothers where like they go to the apartment and like it's just the train running by? Is that the movie I'm thinking of for that? I don't know why. I just had that image. I feel like that's where Quiz lives.
I was talking to Quiz last night over in Discord, and he's been watching a bunch of Red Letter Media videos, right?
Yeah.
And I said, so did you watch Suburban Sasquatch? And he said, get this, Far. He goes, well, no, but I saw the clips they used for Red Letter Media, and I think I got the gist of it. Do I really need to watch it? I'm like,
yes.
Yeah, you really do, man.
Like, it's one thing to see them talk about it. It's another thing to actually sit down and watch the damn movie.
It so is. If you guys
because
haven't,
it's like
if you haven't seen
only get,
Suburban
like,
Sasquatch, you
glimpses.
should. It is up on YouTube. That's where we got our copy from. Again, Suburban Sasquatch. It is a documentary of human failure. Is what
that's a generous way of putting that.
A documentary of human failure.
It is a completely.
It's not really a documentary.
It's not a documentary. It's somebody's attempt at making a horror film. Let's call it horror, where a Sasquatch comes out and attacks people. Yeah, with undertones of environmentalism because the Sasquatch is killing on behalf of nature, sort of thing. But it's a complete failure in terms of competency of movie making. So if you enjoy movies that are so bad they're good, Suburban Sasquatch is one of them. I also asked him if he had seen Last Vampire on Earth, and he hadn't even seen the Red Letter Media treatment of it yet. And I'm like, oh, bro, we got to watch that again. And he's like, you guys would watch...
I want to watch that again.
Yeah, he's like, you guys would want to watch that again? I'm like, oh, hell to the yeah.
Yes!
Like, I would just...
Fucking Last Vampire on Earth is better than Twilight, and you cannot change my mind on that.
Okay.
It is superior Twilight.
Wait a minute. Yeah, we have to drag Weebo into this. That's a good point, because she sat through Twilight with us. Yeah.
No. Oh no.
It's somebody's attempt at remaking Twilight, but pretending that that's not what they're doing when that's obviously what they're doing.
To the point of where like they made like a book to say that they based this on a book, but it is so obvious that the book is just basically the script that they've transformed into like a book type format.
Oh.
Like, it's fucking amazing.
Is it anything like Twilight?
Oh, point for point, story beat for story beat, yes, with a few minor tweaks to some people's backstory.
Oh no.
Yeah, because the best line, it's like, yeah, I'm old, been old for like 1,000 years. Like, oh, did you see Jesus? Yeah, I heard him speak a couple of times. Like,
yeah, we tight there.
That is a real line. Like, did you see Jesus?
Did you see Jesus? Jesus.
Because there's this whole weird like thing about like Chloe, the girl's family being what is it that they are exactly? Like it's some
Jehovah's
type of
Witnesses.
Christianity, but it's like Jehovah's Witnesses. Like there's a whole thing with that where it's like they just kind of put it there. They don't really outwardly say it, but it's like they do say shit like, yeah, we don't do blood transfusions and we think blood is sacred, yada yada. It's like,
See,
this is some strange ass shit to put in.
the writer, what's his name? Giovanni Vitali?
Vitali Versace.
Vitali Versace. Thought he was being deep by making them Jehovah's Witnesses because Jehovah's Witnesses have this idea about the sacredness of blood where they won't engage in blood transfusions, etc., etc. The main girl has super ultra AIDS, so she's got like a blood disease.
That's not even a
Super
joke.
No, she does. She has this super AIDS that can't be treated with drugs.
Say it one more time for the people at the back. Super AIDS.
Yeah, super hyper mega AIDS.
And,
I love it.
and Vitali Versace thought he was being very clever because the vampire, of course, needs to consume blood. So like, there's this ongoing metaphorical tension. And it's like, no, you failed. It's terrible. And that film is also up on YouTube for anybody who's interested in watching it. Yeah, great time.
Yeah. Just don't watch his previous film, whatever you do, because that one sucks. Like,
Yeah.
Vitali Versace only seems to succeed when he's ripping another movie off.
Yeah.
Interesting.
And along those lines,
Yeah,
speaking of which,
good God.
we still want to do Noir Bar Theater, and I also developed... see, if you look right down at the end of the bar, you'll see a door right there, and that door leads to the downstairs to the VIP room. And if you turn right instead of left, left goes to the VIP room, right goes to our home theater, or in this case, bar theater room. And I've already started construction on it. It's looking really good, Far. I'll show you the progress afterwards. And we'll be able to do Noir Theater. Noir Bar Theater late night. It'll be a good time. I'm thinking
Yeah,
of...
well, we watched it in Noir Bar Theater.
I'm sorry?
It better be stuff that includes Guy.
It will be. That will be
Otherwise,
that will be the
nothing.
entire purpose of it. I'm going to do the Patreon thing,
Nudes.
the Patreon subscribe star thing, and those who want to join can join, because otherwise we will get absolutely clobbered by copyright if we try and do it on the tubes of you. Because, in case y'all haven't noticed, YouTube is kind of cracking down and becoming ultra vicious against anybody who isn't, I don't know. I still haven't figured it out. I didn't understand old YouTube, never mind new YouTube. Jesus. People that aren't even outrightly political are getting major hits. You go to their social blades and you just see this graph trending downwards over the last 2 weeks in terms of their viewership. And it's like, what the fuck? Are they funneling everybody over to the Paul brothers? I don't know.
I feel it hurts.
Yeah, man.
Big sad.
Right?
Big sad. It's okay. We can turn this ship around.
Shady says, damn it. I thought that door was the bathroom. Sorry for the mess, Polly. Well,
Oh, no.
now we know who's been making the... Jesus Christ, man. No, the bathroom. You see that main door? You go out there and in the back alley. That's what it's for fuck's sake.
He's lying. There is a bathroom. Just
And of
don't
all,
ask Polly where it is.
and of all potato, as usual, is a step ahead. I was just about to suggest that if you would like to tip the bartender, or go check out Far's wonderful, wonderful merch, or Weebo's Streamlabs to tip her for just sitting there and being pretty, because, you know, hey, that's a thing. Of all potato has put our links in chat, so by all means, yay! Functional screaming, fix it. What?
If you look to your right, you see Bernie Sanders at the bar.
Legs crossed, wearing
understood that
mittens.
reference.
Yeah. There's a scarf up around
The
his
mittens that
face.
you can apparently, like, you know, someone linked to where you can buy those somewhere on Twitter. I don't know who, I don't know where, but I remember seeing that. So if you really wanted that, you can find them.
Of course, there's a link.
Well, I think it was something like, it was like something very specific, like this woman made them. It's like some fucking Etsy store or some shit like that. Like,
Support your local Etsy supplier, guys.
right? Like that's the vibe I was getting from it, so I don't really give a shit about it, to be honest.
Yeah.
So, yeah, hopefully the tips to the bartender come flowing in, because I'm about to do something that I swore I would never do, but I'm going to do it anyway because, well, it's all for you guys.
Right.
Let me just share the screen here with the people in the background. That would be you two.
Hi.
Ooh.
My name's Weebo.
There you go.
I like warm hugs.
But only from certain people.
Yeah, actually, I'll kick your ass if you hug me and you're with the wrong people.
That's what I'm saying. See, I understand these things.
Mm-hmm.
If you're a random drunkard in the street, don't give her a warm hug. She won't like it.
I might even knock you on your ass. Actually, that will happen.
See, I rearranged everything when I was setting stuff up. So talk amongst yourself while I figure out what the fuck's going on. What the fuck's going on?
Okay.
Oh, no, hold on. I figured it out. There it is. Okay.
Oh, well, that was quick.
Yeah, I know.
We're not allowed to conversate.
What we have here, ladies and gentlemen, if you'll notice, is Man and Woman, written by none other than Bernard Sanders.
Oh, no.
Don't get it.
Is this...
This is the thing.
Is this going where I think it's going?
Yes.
Men and women.
Ready? I promised I would never do this, but I'm going to do
Oh
it.
my god, I just read ahead. It's like the second paragraph. What?
I don't
I
wanna be
expect
surprised.
remuneration. Okay, here we go. if only because I'm going to need extra medication following this, and drugs ain't cheap.
God.
Here we go.
My body is
This
ready.
was published in mid-February 1972 by none other than Bernard Sanders, back in his, hey, I'm a hippie revolutionary, and listen to me be a full-on commie, and explain the relationships between men and women. Here we go.
Illegal.
Men and Woman by Bernard Sanders, as read by Polydub. A man goes home and masturbates his typical fantasy. A woman on her knees, a woman tied up, a woman abused. A woman enjoys intercourse with her man, as she fantasizes about being raped by 3 men simultaneously.
Hang on.
That's the part where I was like, what the fuck?
Is that the beginning?
That is
Yes!
the beginning, yes.
Like,
And-
there's no preceding text?
No.
No.
Nothing?
No.
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 Okay.
Okay.
This is some shit.
I-
This is some shit.
Proceed.
All right. The man and woman get dressed up on Sunday and go to church, or maybe their, quote, revolutionary political meeting. Have you ever looked at the stag, man, hero through magazines on the shelf of your local bookstore? Do you know why the newspapers with the articles like, quote, Girl 12 raped by 14 men sells so well? To what in us are they appealing? Us, Bernie? Us? Okay, well,
Bernie, I think you're projecting. This
yes.
is classic projection.
Women, for their own preservation, are trying to pull themselves together, and it's necessary for all of humanity that they do so. Slavishness, on the one hand, breeds piggishness on the other. Pigness, on the one hand, breeds slavishness on the other. Men and women, both, are losers. Women adapt themselves to fill the needs of men, and men adapt themselves to fulfill the needs of women. In the beginning, there were strong men who killed the animals and brought the food, and the dependent women who cooked it. No more! Only the roles remain, waiting to be shaken off. There are no, quote, human oppressors. Oppressors have lost their humanity. On the one hand, quote, slavishness. On the other hand, quote, pigness. 6 of one, half a dozen of the other. Who wins? Many women seem to be walking a tightrope now. Their qualities of love, openness, and gentleness were too deeply enmeshed with the qualities of dependency, subservience, and masochism.
Machismo.
No,
Oh.
masochism, excuse me. It's
Okay.
like typewritten and it's old and it's small, so I'm doing my best,
Squint real hard, Polly.
Yes, I'm turning on my telescopic squints here. And masochism. How do you love without being dependent? How do you be gentle without being subservient? How do you maintain a relationship without giving up your identity and without getting strung out? How do you reach out and give your heart to your lover, but maintain your soul, which is in you, which is you? And men are in pain too. They are thinking, wandering, What is it they want from a woman? Are they at fault? Are they penetrating this man-woman situation? Perpetrating this man-woman situation? Are they oppressors?
No. Penetrating sounds about right.
Well, yeah, it seems like it fits in, doesn't it?
It really
a lot of
does,
things
just
fit in.
seamlessly.
I'm dying.
Ah.
This is it.
Oh my god.
The man is bitter. You lied to me, he said. She did. You said that you loved me, that you wanted me, that you needed me. Those are your words. They are. Quote, but is reality, he said. If you ever loved me or wanted me or needed me, all of which I'm not certain was ever true, you hated me. You hated me, just as you have hated every man in your entire life. But you didn't have the guts to tell me that. You hated me before you ever saw me, even though I was not your father or your teacher or your sex friend when you were 13 years old or your husband. You hated me, not because of who I am or what I was to you, but because I am a man. You did not deal with me as a person, as me. You lived a lie with me, used me, and played games with me. And that's a piggy thing to do. And she said, you wanted me not as a woman or as a lover or as a friend, but as a submissive woman or a submissive friend or a submissive lover. And right now where my head is, I have to balk at even the slightest suspicion of that kind of demand. And he said, you're full of shit. Yeah. And he said, you're full of shit. And they never again made love, which they had liked to do more than anything, or never ever saw each other one more time. The end.
Dun, dun.
This feels like really like. Are you okay, Bernie?
Was he high when he wrote this? I feel like he was.
Did you like see a therapist or something? Like, is this you?
Show me on the doll where he touched you.
Yeah, Kung Fu Joe says y'all need Jesus. Yeah, Bernie needs Jesus. This is just, what the fuck, bro? What is this? It's a 70s hippie ranting quasi-deepness, pseudo-deepness, rather. That's all that's happening.
Yeah.
I noticed.
Yeah, because it's like, it has all like the sounds of like someone trying to be deep, but not quite understanding what they're trying to convey.
It's just, I'm going to just talk about men and women, and it's like, you hated me before you even met me, blah, 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 blah.
Sounds like a creative writing project from a freshman in high school.
Right?
That too.
Just, high school's a little generous. It just seems like
Middle school, maybe.
Yeah, middle school crap that somebody would write in their little journal, not as a matter of their feelings, but just because they think it's deep. This reads emo as hell. Pseudo-intellectual person who wears a scarf with a t-shirt with hipster glasses type shit, you know?
Mm-hmm.
While I complain about the corporation.
Very similar to this in diaries from when I was that age, to be honest.
Let me complain about the corporations while I type on my expensive MacBook and send out tweets.
Yeah. Yeah, Twitter for iPhone.
My God. So there it is. I said I would never read that, and I did. All for you.
You feel good about yourself, Holly.
Okay.
No answer.
Let's talk about all the
Sweet.
things that will kill you in Australia.
And how
Yeah,
a good chunk of them are in Queensland.
Well, see, here's the thing. There's
Wait,
a lot
I thought
of...
Australia was Queensland.
That's a state. There is one state called Queensland.
You have states?
Yes.
I'm sorry, forgive my ignorance, but this is all very new.
No, it's fine. It's funny the first time I had to explain that. It's just really funny every time. It's like, oh yeah, right.
The people,
Right. People don't generally think that.
No, we don't. I'm learning something new every day.
Oh, nice. Cynical Lindsay's here, and she says, holy shit, I'm awake for a Noir Bar for once. Well, we're happy to have you here. And guess who else is here? Pop-Tart! Hey, Pop-Tart!
Hey.
What was it?
Edible potato. Your state sucks. I'm sorry to tell you this. Queensland sucks. Rough.
Well,
It's fine. He tells me all the time how I just live in the giant country town of Western Australia, and it's all just mining, so it's fine.
Giant country town of Western Australia.
Yeah, we don't have that big of a population in comparison to the size of our state.
Really?
Yeah. Yeah.
well, there is a lot of discussion going on, and people have said it, drop bears and so forth, and huntsman spiders and all these other things that will kill you. Like, all the animals are out to kill you. But it's not just the animals. It's the plants, too. So let's talk about Australia's most poisonous plants. Gilcato's actually the one who sent me this article, and I'm happy you did. They may seem innocuous, but some plants can be deadly. Here are 9 of the most poisonous plants in Australia. Look at this pretty thing. You might want to walk up and touch it, but don't.
It'll kill you. It'll kill you dead.
Yeah, just don't touch plants that you don't know what they if you don't know what they are. Just don't do it.
You see this auto-playing video right here? Now, let's just talk about this for a quick second. Am I running no script? Yes. Am I running the uBlock origin? Yes. Am I running Firefox's native pop-up blocker? Yep. I'm also running no script. Did it stop that video from playing? No.
No.
Jesus. Fuck. Okay, on the face of it, many plants may seem innocuous, and now they're just repeating themselves. Let's just move on. Going on down. Here we are, the black bean. Oh, look how pretty it is. Native to Queensland.
What does it do? Yay! And New South Wales, but Queensland.
Native to Queensland and New South Wales, the black bean, or Moortown Bay chestnut, thrives in moist soil and blah, blah,
Probably
blah.
Morton.
Between March and May, it produces large pods filled with toxic seeds that weigh roughly 30 grams each. Ingesting the seeds will cause vomiting and diarrhea and can be a serious situation if medical attention is not sought.
So it's one where you shouldn't eat it. Okay, then.
This is my
That's less
favorite
exciting.
of all of them. The strychnine tree. Now, why is this my favorite one? Because, like, oh, hey, look,
it looks like an orange.
Yes, I was just about to say, because it looks like an orange, but it's totally not. So, you're some outbacksman? Outbacksman? Is that a thing?
Outbacksman? I don't think so, but continue.
Well, I mean, there's the outback, and there's men that go there. Would they not be outbacksmen?
Sounds pretty gay.
That doesn't sound right.
Well, all right, fine. The Demsmen's in the outbacks is also known as, get this, Nux vomica, the poison nut, or semen strychnos.
Lovely. And Quaker buttons.
Yes.
That is my favorite.
This is great titles overall. This tree bears small, orange-colored fruits that are highly poisonous, and the seeds are neurotoxic. They harm the body's nervous system, causing convulsions, paralysis, and even death. The tree's blossoms and bark are also poisonous, containing the alkaloid strychnine. So it ain't just the fruit. Don't touch the leaves or the bark. Just stay away.
You see what looks like an orange tree, like somewhere, like probably like northern Australia, Southeast Asia. Just stay the fuck away. Don't.
That sounds about right.
Wow. Angel's trumpets.
God.
That's probably a terrible name for a poisonous plant.
Oh no, I think I've seen them. Like not in real life, but I think I've heard of these.
Oh, Vol Potato says they are called Bushmen. There we go. Okay, Bushmen.
Yeah, that makes sense.
I'm assuming
I wasn't sure because it's the desert, but like, yeah, I think that is right.
Don't boomer the words or you will become Biden's speechwriter. See, the difference between me and somebody else is that I don't have a teleprompter that I've practiced on repeatedly, and I'm sitting pretty far away from my screen, and I'm also highly medicated. But then again, so's Joe Biden. He's also highly medicated.
But you're more lucid.
Well,
true.
Yeah. And I don't go sniffing young girls or licking people's fingers when they put their hands too close to my face. But that's a different story.
Don't judge.
I'm judging.
Yeah, I think I will judge that. Jesus. Named for their large, billowing flowers, angels' trumpets are medium-sized trees and shrubs with strong, thin trunks and flowers of blah, blah, blah. They're highly toxic, particularly their leaves and seeds, rich in alkaloids such as something and another thing. If ingested by humans, the trumpets can cause diarrhea, confusion, migraines, paralysis, and even death. Sounds like my ex-girlfriend. Okay, deadly nightshade. Ooh. Come on.
Also known as devil's berries.
You
Death cherries. I like
you
death
goddamn
cherries.
well
I
know
like
there's
death
somebody online, some emo witch girl that has called herself Deadly Nightshade. That's got to be a
Oh,
thing.
absolutely.
There's not just
No,
one,
absolutely.
though, there's several.
Yeah.
Let's be honest. Let's not get ourselves here.
It's like a subset of emo girl. Mm-hmm. Those that call themselves Deadly Nightshade.
As far said,
It's a
also known as devil's
then.
berries or death cherries. Death cherries. But
Yeah, death cherries sounds metal as fuck.
it does.
Death cherries.
That was the name of my ska band in high school. Okay. The tree.
Be proud of yourself.
Not now, but I was then.
Yeah, it's gonna be yes.
Let's see. The tree grows to about 1 meter tall, which I'm assuming is around 78 feet, if my conversions are correct. Like the angel's trumpets, deadly nightshades are common garden plants, not native to Australia. And like so many things not native to Australia, they propagated and killed everybody.
Oh, great. So it's another cane toad situation.
Mhm.
I love it. Great.
Let's see. Ingestion.
So wait, so this isn't even native to Australia though, but they threw it on this list.
Of course.
Well, it didn't say native to Australia. If you look at the top of the list, it just says
Yeah, but
in
I was
Australia.
expecting it to be. I was expecting like fucking native plants.
Well,
Get that shit off my list.
mint.
Although I am
Native at
liking
one
its
point in time.
what's the phrase? Weebo?
I don't know.
For the hold
What
on.
is the phrase?
It's Canophile class, order, family, genus, species. The genus species name of the.
Belladonna.
Oh, it is way too late. for
Okay,
me
thanks,
to
genius. But
remember
what's it
that.
called?
I don't know.
Taxonomic nomenclature. There. Fuck. Took a while, but that's what it's called. There we go.
Yeah, it's not early enough in the day for me to be able to remember that. That's a throwback. That is a hefty throwback.
Well, you were in school more recently than I.
Yeah, but that was a high school level thing that I learned, alright? And that was biology. That was sophomore year of high school. That was a great deal of many moons ago.
Let's see. But I do like its name. Atropia belladonna. That's almost as cool as Deadly Nightshade, but not as cool as Death Cherries. So, you know.
I think that's my new.
Nice.
Wait, did Polly say that was his ska band name, or was it the Deadly Nightshade?
Death cherries.
Death Cherries. Okay, gotcha.
Let's see. Ingestion of a single leaf or about 20 berries can be fatal to adults, and smaller doses can cause similar harm to children. So, you know, just file that information away for later for those of you who are just, you know, I'll just leave it at that.
Wow.
I'm assuming oleander is how you say number 5 there?
You probably oleander.
Sound it
Probably.
out. You got this.
Oleander.
Yeah, let's go with oleander. Luckily, the plant's leaves are so bitter as to be unlikely a child would eat a whole one. Oh, well, thank you, Evolve Potato, for the $3 tip. Greatly appreciated. If the Gimpy isn't on the list, I'm going to be annoyed. It doesn't kill you. It doesn't kill you. It get you to do it yourself.
Shit.
Does the Gimpy taste so bad you want to kill yourself?
Or it induces suicidal tendencies or some shit, I'm guessing.
That would be crazy. A
That
plant that
could-
induces suicidal tendencies. Ooh.
Well, I mean, if you're 6 years old and you really don't want to eat your dinner, but you can't leave the table until you do, then, you know, what other options do you have but suicide, honestly? Come on.
Thank you for the tip of
Wow.
all potato. The Gimpy. I'm going to have to look that up. The oleander here. A child is unlikely to eat it because it's so bitter. It's still worth familiarizing yourself with this plant in case you want to poison a child if you haven't already, and avoiding having them in your garden if you have small children. Burning oleander also has burning oleander. Nice. Don't set it on fire. Take note, FarZoosme. Also has the risks of the plant's toxicity is captured in the smoke and the fumes emitted. Inhaling these fumes.
That is fair. That is fair. Don't burn it down.
See, FarZoosme's father has the tendency to want to, oh, well, we've got all this extra brush and, you know, people burn the leaves and such like that. And
just burn it, all of it.
Bad things have occurred
little,
since like large infernos from too much accelerant and iPhones being dropped into said fire and, you know.
Yeah, well, he always blew himself up with that. Like, not the phone, but like because he was like, oh, I have kerosene. What will happen if I just put a whole bunch of kerosene onto it? Explosions!
Could happen.
Explosions that shake the entire house and give off a huge fucking boom sound.
The man was trying to do yard work. Why are you so judgmental? Jesus.
I'm judgmental because he thought kerosene is like, I wonder what this will do.
Whatever.
Oh man, of all potatoes, apparently speaking of the Gimpy Gimpy, says that it causes so much pain that you just wish you were dead. Jesus.
Oh shit.
Rough. Sounds like my parents' divorce.
Oleander has a couple of good songs,
Ouch.
like I Walk Alone. Boo, be junkie, boo. Okay. Inhaling the fumes from the burning oleander or cooking food on a fire of oleander plants poses many health risks. So you're out there grilling some dogs, right? Let's throw some oleander on the fire and see if we can kill those obnoxious neighbors. Hey, cynic.
I said coriander, not oleander.
So cynic, if that neighbor's kid won't stop crying, hey, oleander, offer them to come over for some dogs. You know what I'm saying? Okay, anyway.
Also sizzle with oleander herbs.
Okay, now let's try and be mature about this for a second.
No.
Milky
No, we
mangrove.
can't. There's no way. We should be mature about that.
Mangrove. Doesn't that just make you wanna? Well, I won't finish that sentence.
But yes, like I said, we will be mature. We won't make anything of this.
No, we'll just insinuate it.
Oh my god, I just read where this is found. I could go find this.
Found in Western Australia, Queensland, and New South Wales, as well as Asia and some Pacific islands. The milky mangrove milks other men and grows in areas close to the sea level and can survive.
I could go find this.
And,
I could go outside and find this if I really wanted to.
Men milking each other? Headed into
Perth.
Perth, into some of the seedier alley bars?
I mean, I wouldn't be surprised.
I'm sorry, Australians. It's all for fun. Come on, it's them jokes.
It's fine. Western Australia is not Australia. It's fine.
Well, I actually have heard that.
Secession now.
Well, you know what the argument that I actually heard from an unnamed individual like a week ago? Oh, they don't really count as Australian. Do you want to know the reason why?
What was it?
I'm intrigued.
Because other countries are closer to us, quote, real Australia, than Western Australia is to us. Ergo, not Australia.
What? No, that's not how that works.
Well,
What do you mean?
just saying.
That's not how that fucking works.
Well, you wouldn't think so, but still.
How the fuck do you justify it? Like, there's so many other ways you can justify it.
Yeah, well, see, I was always under the
That?
impression that it was Brits that had their inner territory tensions, if you know what I mean. Like somebody's a Londoner
no,
and
we
you
have
bring up
to.
Yorkshire and they're like, oh, they're a bunch of scallywag drunk meth heads out there, you know, or whatever, right? Like but then you talk to Australians and there's a lot of interstate tension happening, man. It's
Oh yeah, my favorite is still the fact that Tasmanians all have two heads because they're so impressed.
I tried telling that very person that thing and they didn't believe me. And I was like, what are you saying? Far lied to me when she said Tasmanians have two heads? I believed her. Like Errol Flynn being from Tasmania, I figured he had gotten one of them amputated.
That's the joke. That's the fucking joke.
In any case. Found in Western Australia. It'll go in open space and exposure to sea salt. Wow. That's a hardy fucking plant. Open space, sandy soil, sea salt air. It can just keep going. Spurg.
Well, if it grows in Australia, it kind of needs to be a bit hardy.
Can we just stop and appreciate that there's a plant in Australia that's poisonous called spurg?
Spurge.
No, spurg.
It's probably spurge.
No, it's spurg.
You sure it's spurg?
I want to go with it, yes.
You want to go with spurg?
I do.
Because it might be spurge.
Listen. We already have one person here to deconstruct and ruin the jokes, and her name is Weebo. Stop stepping on her toes.
Hi, that's me.
Maybe she likes me stepping on her toes. You don't know.
That's not my kink.
There are more than 2,000 species of this particular plant that are commonly described as spurgs. Sap inside of these plants is called latex. Latex. Let's go with that.
Latex.
Yeah, and is highly poisonous. Contact with a spurg can cause serious inflammation of the eyes, nose, and mouth, and even blindness. This can be avoided.
Of Jurassic Park, or that scene in Jurassic Park, the blindness and stuff.
From the spitting dinosaur?
Yeah.
What about it?
Who's constructing the joke now, Holly? Jesus.
You can't deconstruct a joke nobody made.
I made the joke. It was
She's deconstructing the joke before it was made.
Damn it, Weebo. Okay.
That's damn impressive.
No. He's deconstructing my joke. It was an offhanded, funny comment. You know what? Never mind. It's over. The moment's past. It's gone. We can't get it back.
We have a time machine.
Are you proud of yourself?
Never.
Oh.
Okay. Let's see. Here we go. It can be avoided if the spurgs are handled with caution and if you wash your hands thoroughly afterwards. However, the latex congeals after a few seconds in the air and is difficult to remove with water once it is hardened. In this instance, you must use soap or other such emulsifier. Emulsifier, Weebo!
Yeah? I don't want to talk about it. It never happened. It's never gonna grace my company again. Nope.
Let's see. Spurgs are native, cultivated, and a weedy species of spurgs that are widespread across Australia's mainland.
They look pretty. Like, they're poisonous, but they look pretty.
They do. They look like spread out daisies, kind of.
I like it.
Yeah.
Can I get away with just putting them in a vase?
Oh, there's your Gimpy, man. It's number 9. We'll get to there in a second.
Oh, shit.
Okay.
I don't like that spell.
Nettle family.
The nettle family. Stinging nettles. The nettle family includes many species of herbs, shrubs, vines, and small trees, including stinging nettles, of which are native species to Australia. Many have nettle species, which have stinging hairs that can cause extreme pain to people who come into contact with them. Don't touch the nettles.
Not surprising.
And here is the Gimpy, a member of the nettle family. The Gimpy, or giant stinging tree, as it is commonly known, can have extreme effects on people who come into contact with it. Stinging hairs on the plant's stems, leaves, and fruit may cause an allergic reaction, swelling, and searing pain. It is recommended that people working near the plant or visiting destination where it grows wear protective gloves and take antihistamine tablets in advance. And there we go. Careful, Australians. Everything's trying to kill you, including the plant life.
Incredibly familiar to me.
Rough.
Maybe it just looks incredibly similar to another plant, but that looks so familiar.
Because it's in your backyard right now. It's watching you.
Actually, that's why it looks. Ooh.
What's wrong with boobs of that variety, Polly?
Well, it wasn't a... Okay,
Personal preference?
these are
All
not.
tits are beautiful,
These are not.
except for Robert Pattinson's.
These are not large tits. They are simply flabby. They're just flabby.
Yeah, I could see that. She's just maneuvered them so they look
All right, where is the
different.
JSTOR study that certifies this opinion of yours?
Well, I will get the peer-reviewed study
That's
along with
full experience.
citations to you shortly after the stream. How about that?
Thank you. Yes,
Okay.
I would enjoy that. Thank you. Are there pictures?
Well, of course. You just want to stare at some titties, though. But that's fine with me. I'm not judging you.
Scientifically, though, we have to stare at them scientifically.
Well,
No,
is there any other way? I mean, come on. So anyway,
Naturally.
Far and I have discussed this often. What is it with women becoming obsessed with serial killers? And of course, we're not the first ones to ask this question, but there is scantly a serial killer, no matter how odd looking, no matter how strange, that has become married in prison and receives dozens of love letters from adoring fans. There isn't a single female killer that's getting love letters from men. What's the deal, yo?
Usually it's like the women serial killers are just seen as so fucking horrific. And part of it, I think, is usually when you see the women serial killers, they're doing something even worse than just Ted Bundy. Like, usually it's involving children for some reason. Like, that's just the trend I've seen. So maybe that's why?
Serial killers are like unicorns in terms of crime or criminal
That too.
backgrounds. They don't
That
happen as
too.
often. So, statistically, of course, you're going to have more women going for guys in prison who are serial killers than the alternative. That being said, do you know that there are no female serial killers receiving love letters from weird ass men on the outside? Because they're very well could be.
I have heard of female serial killers getting married in prison to other women. So
There's
maybe
that.
that's what's going on.
Maybe. I don't
Uh,
know. But it's
yeah,
actually
there's just
funny.
something about it.
I just watched that episode of The Rookie where the female serial killer had a guy on the outside who'd she like. You know what? No, I'm not gonna spoil it. But there was a serial killer episode, and there was a guy on the outside. So, I don't know. Just coincidence? I think the fucking not. But yeah, what is it with women and serial killers? Or what is it just with those people in general who write to serial killers? Could it be the fact that, like, that woman is secure in the fact that they will never actually have to interact with that man on the outside? Because, like, they're in for life.
Yeah, that might actually have something to do with it. But they're there, they can't really do anything. So it's like, oh, look, I don't have to worry about him doing anything.
Yeah, and, like, what's he gonna do? Leave you? Cheat on you? He can't, really. He's in solitary confinement, and, he can't go anywhere. So there's an element of security in the fact that he's there for life, I think.
Maybe, but even then, it's still just like, he killed... Like, it's a serial killer, what the fuck?
Yeah, but, like, he's in prison, so what's he gonna do now that he's in prison?
Yeah, I don't think I can get over the fact of, like, what you did. You know, just like, you did things.
I'm just trying to come up with, like, a logical reason for something completely illogical, and that's my fault. Sorry.
What I find most interesting about this particular thing is that it seems that I don't really think she's all that particularly obsessed. I think she just found a serial killer that is, excuse me, Ted Bundy, who is talked about often in this way of being, handsome and, this flame that all these moths are attracted to, though it's so deadly. And then, if you'll see, it's she penned a book which reimagines his monstrous lady killer crimes alongside a sexy female killer. I just think she wanted to write the book, and the fact that she's a beauty queen pageant, whatever the fuck, had this book, gave the general broad strokes to a ghostwriter who ended up writing the book for her, and then she poses looking like Toe Thumbs Megan Fox, and then it's like, buy my book, it's called Honey Trap, look tits. So, that's my call.
Yeah, I think she just has, like, a mild interest in said serial killer, maybe, and...
Oh, she's Australian, too!
Great!
Like,
That's just what this country needed.
I didn't even.
I have a
Right.
interest in crime history, and Ted Bundy is one of those things. It's not far off to be like, yeah, that's interesting. I wouldn't date the bastard, but like, it's fascinating from a psychological perspective, especially forensic
It's one
psychology.
thing to be just kind of interested in it, right? It's another thing to just be like obsessed with it. Like there's interest then obsession.
Oh, hey, Jedi Ghost Bear, how's it going? Oh, and St. Fugi's here. How's it going? Jason Smith is here. Great. Okay, fuck, all sorts of people are staggering in, and that's what I want from a late night bar, is just people coming on in for their nightcaps. It's a good thing. So this beauty queen thinks what she's got to snatch. We're not using sexual words here as innuendos at all. We're
Not
in
at
our
all.
post. The title of the world's sexiest serial killer, Kanika Batra, a 26-year-old Australian pageant babe, is the last person you'd expect to be an expert on Ted Bundy, who was executed 32 years ago on blah, 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 blah. But the bronzed bombshell's fascination runs deep. Bronzed, is that your way of saying she uses way too much tanning cream?
Yeah. Wow.
Do you think that's tanning cream, or do you think that's like hours at the
I think
tanning
that's.
salon?
No, I think it's spray.
It's spray.
How do you know
I
that
think
she's not
it's
part an abo? You don't know.
Because that's not.
Because
Not the right
that's a
skin tone
highlighted
for
face.
that.
Look at that.
That's not the right skin tone for it.
Oh,
That is a
okay.
woman who has foundationed and then, or like primed foundationed and then like concealed her face and then rebuilt it, reconstructing it from the bottom up with bronzer and highlighter.
Look at it.
Oh, that's.
Batra,
Look
26,
at the
thinks...
thing.
Hold on for a second, please.
All the way
Batra,
up the-
26, thinks she would have been spared by Ted Bundy. Why?
Yeah, that's what I was reading. Like,
Oh,
what the fuck, lady?
Oh, honey, no.
Do you think that that's a necessary aspect of what people that are in love with Ted Bundy assume about themselves?
Probably.
Yeah. 'Cause, I hate to break it to you, but he would not have spared you.
This is one of those examples of good girl meets bad boy and thinks she can change him tropes.
Oh, absolutely.
That's what a
that
few
I
people
was
in chat have said.
obsessed with as a kid. Mhm.
It's the need to fix, etc., and daddy issues, and etc.
I can make him different.
Jim
Sorry.
Bean is late. What did you miss? Why, you missed us reading Bernie Sanders' 1972 Extremely Bizarre Erotica.
That's a hell of a way to describe that.
Yeah, I don't know. I couldn't think of another way to describe it off the top of my head, so I just went with that. The quasi-revolutionary, faux, deep bullshit. How
Hippie
about that?
literature.
Yeah, there, that's... Far wins the cigar. Hippie lit. But the
Hip
bronze bombshell's fascination runs deep, leading her to pen a fictional novel, Honey Trap, of course she called it that, which reimagines Bundy's monstrous crimes with a twist. He has competition, a seductive female hotel heiress who moonlights as a mass murderer and develops a relationship with the, quote, lady killer himself, stalking her own victims in a series of similar perverse slayings that play out alongside Bundy's heinous history in 1974 Seattle. Because of course it happened in Seattle. You know what I'm saying?
Everything happens in Seattle.
Yeah. It's really...
Oh, God.
50 Shades of Grey happened in Seattle.
It's really like deranged,
Maybe?
Batra tells the Post from Sydney, where she's been struck during the pandemic. My character is quite incredibly sadistic and a complete parallel to Ted Bundy. I was terrifying rereading it sometimes.
I was terrified.
You wrote it, though!
Yeah, I know. But I don't think she did.
don't
Ghostwriter. She just told
Oh.
I think she went to a ghostwriter and said, here's the idea. I think this guy is kind of interesting. I want to sell this book. I want people to think that I'm not a complete moron, which I am, but they don't need to know that. And so write this book. I want it to be about a serial killer alongside of who has this competitive romantic relationship with Ted Bundy because she's a killer herself. Go. The blue-eyed curvaceous stunner, a finalist in Miss World Australia in 2018 and 2020, and placed in the top 10 for Miss Universe New Zealand in 2019.
How did you manage that?
Yeah.
How did you manage that? Do you have like dual citizenship or some shit? Because that is possible between Australia and New Zealand technically, but those are two separate countries.
She's
That's
well
a little
aware that
weird.
some critics will accuse her of exploiting real-life tragedies, and she's okay with that. Oh, I'm sure she is.
I'm sure.
There was never any doubt in my mind that she was fine with it. Sparing no grisly details, the thriller follows Maris, who is in med school despite having a large fortune at her disposal, and her nightly bloodlust amid drug benders and sex romps with both men and women. She's a bi killer.
Great! That's just what I needed.
Gotta get that inclusion.
Right?
That's just what I needed, that bisexual representation. Thanks.
But for her murder sprees, it's solely all American men Maris is after. Batra's debut is reminiscent of Bret Easton Ellis' American Psycho. Fuck you!
Is it though?
Fuck you, it is. Bret Easton Ellis is a fucking genius. I have no expectation. What now? I'm gonna go read this book and mock the fucking shit out of this.
Oh,
fucking
please
statement.
do.
How dare you
Polly, if you want to do a book review video of this, I will do it with you. I will buy this fucking book or find it somewhere.
Ellis is the man, and this pathetic, self-promoting, glorified e-thought would, oh, fuck you, all the fuck yous.
What was it called again? Honey Trap?
Yes, Honey Trap.
Honey Trap.
I'll have no fury like that of Apollo's.
It's reminiscent of Bret Easton Ellis' American Psycho. At one point, Maris listens to Dream a Little Dream during a kill and often details her grooming regimen, as well as Dexter, since Maris enjoys keeping murderous mementos or trophies, as she calls them, along the way. So in other words, I'm going to go look at anything that was popular that involved a killer and steal all those things and tell my ghostwriter to include them while I show everyone my over-bronzed ass.
Holy shit, there's so many books called Honey Trap. What was this bitch's name again?
Irrelevant.
Filthy
Honey
whore. That's
Honey-
FithlY space W-H.
Well, thank you, Polly. But Kanika Batra. Okay. Kanika Batra.
Captain Sideburn Toe Thumbs. Go shady.
People don't expect it because of this image in their minds of girls who do pageants being really stupid or vapid. Gee, I wonder where they got that idea from. You self-promoting tart. With your big-ass fucking fake tits shoved up so far. Bet you got breathing fucking difficulties. With your fucking fake fucking teeth that are so bright they look like burning phosphorus. There's so much eye makeup on. I bet you have difficulty fucking
she
raising
really
your
does not
eyelids
look
up and
good
down.
there.
You gotta do weight training to lift those fucking lashes, bitch.
I just love the fact that it looks like there's like
I'm done with this.
like this this book about like apparently this, I'm guessing by the looks, but maybe like Aboriginal lady, you know, here, maybe it's an autobiography right next to her, and it's just, she looks so sad, and then you have this bitch holding her book like, yeah, I made this, totally.
Speaking of useless self-promoting thoughts, Cardi B sprawls viral New Year's Eve hangover cure, spawns viral New Year's Eve hangover cure, Pedialyte, baby. Who the fuck that drinks a lot doesn't know about Pedialyte to get over a hangover? It's got,
I didn't actually
okay,
know that.
it's for
What the hell is
hydration.
Pedialyte?
The Pedialyte is for
It has electrolyte, right?
yes. You give it to infant small children that have diarrhea or some kind of sickness because there's a danger of them dehydrating. One of the things with large alcohol consumption is you become dehydrated when you urinate, you lose a lot of electrolytes, and that's part of the sickness and nausea that you feel. You're dehydrated and low on electrolytes. So you drink Pedialyte, which rehydrates and brings back your electrolytes. Oh, but Cardi B! Look at her with the 7-inch long nails and the big, huge fucking fake tits and the tats up on her arm and shoving her fucking fake lips up in the air. And I throw around N-bombs like you wouldn't believe, but I'm actually Puerto Rican. I'm gonna whop all the way, baby. Do the thing that everyone's been doing for the last 30 years. Oh, woo! Jesus fuck. Why did I pick stories that are just out to piss me off tonight?
How does she even function with those nails? I gotta know.
She pays someone to do it. You know how people like this use phones? They have to have a stylist.
Yeah.
There's been pictures of anybody, not just her, who have nails like that, and phones that don't even come with a stylist, like a Galaxy Note or whatever the hell. But they buy a stylist separately because there's no way they could get the tip of their finger all the way to the phone because of those fucking fake-ass enamel claws they're wearing. Look at this fucking dimwit. Would you take any advice off of this person, even if it was reasonable? Water's wet, says Cardi B. I'm gonna go with dry until I hear from someone else other than the Puerto Rican whore.
I just never understand the appeal of those nails, though. Like, they don't even look good.
No, they don't.
Like, they straight up, they don't.
Personally, you know what I think it is? Because it takes a lot to maintain those nails for as long as they're on. And it kind of shows that you don't do a lot with your hands. I think it's a status symbol. At least it's intended as a symbol of status.
You may be right. I just hate it even more now. Fucking
Yeah.
hell. Like,
No,
it's not even a good looking status symbol.
No, you're absolutely right. Like, the far I can compare it to something. And we talked about the extremely detailed painting that some people will do across their nails of, I don't know, dice or works of art or whatever. Right. And why do that? Well, because it looks cool and it grabs notice and it's sort of a status symbol because if it's done well, you're either extremely skilled yourself or you've gone to someone who's extremely skilled and paid a lot to have it done. It's just like Weebo said, status symbol, but an insane one because it ends up being wildly
but I find
impractical.
the detailed shit like that a little bit more acceptable because at least it looks fine. Like, that looks fine. This doesn't.
And that's still on your finger,
And you can
still function.
Yeah, exactly.
Whereas this is just
You know what?
horrible.
Pear to Bear has a point. Hey, by the way, what's up, Pear to Bear? It looks like Usher with a wig. Yes, it does. It does look like Usher with a wig. And Gilcotto, right? It's like, hey, Gilcotto, by the way. Everyone knows to drink Hydrolyte, Gastrolyte, Gatorade, Powerade. Yeah, any kind of sports drink like that. Again, it's just small amount of sugar, mostly water with some electrolytes in it to replenish. Because let's say you're out running and you're jogging, you've sweated a lot, you sweated away a lot of your electrolytes, so to rehydrate, you do it like that. But Cardi B, she's got the trick, y'all. Everybody down, everybody lights up on Twitter with a whole bunch of laughy, cryy 100 emojis because, oh shit, Cardi B filled us in with a wet-ass pussy. Fuck. Okay, I'm gonna move on to something that doesn't piss me off. Let's find something that doesn't piss me off.
Okay.
Famous people who died of autoerotic asphyxiation.
That's a hell of a topic change.
I don't
The
know.
fact that we have a list of this.
You say what and who now?
A list.
What?
There's a whole list of this.
Yes.
It's telling, I guess. I find it funny.
That many people died of autoerotic asphyxiation. I can English.
Yeah, there you go.
Mm-hmm.
Guys, pro tip. Choke from the sides, not from the front.
That was advice I never really wanted to ever receive, but thank you, Weaver.
Oh, Becca Furley's here. What's up, Becca? Oh, wait a minute. Why doesn't Pear to Bear have a... Hold on here. It's wrench Pear to Bear.
Gilcotto, well, they were dedicated to it. No quitters there. Damn straight. Like,
Pretty
gotta
much.
commend a man and woman for their commitment to the king. Like,
Well-
how many of you guys would die for your king?
Well, I'm at it. I don't know why Gilcotto isn't wrenched either. Let's give him a good wrench over the back of the head. And Daniel Fullman's been around forever. Jesus, there's all sorts of cool
Just
people.
wrench no state.
Yeah. Wrench
Good.
Daniel Fullman right over the noggin. There you go, buddy. All right. Here we go.
All
David
right.
Carradine, the most famous one, of course. You stupid fuck you. David Carradine was an American actor who became famous in his role in the 1970s television series Kung Fu. He went on to star in over 100 feature films. In 2009, Carradine's body was found in his hotel room while filming a movie in Bangkok, Thailand. The actor was naked with a rope around his neck. Jesus!
Dude, come on.
To the craft.
Yeah. Matta Winter says, "Yay, Polly ain't dead." No, just close. There was some throwing moments here and there, but I pulled through. It's fine. Albert Decker.
Okay.
Decker? I'm not certain.
No idea.
Oh, he was in The Wild Bunch. No shit. Great Western. Fantastic Western. Albert Decker, famous actor and politician who was known for his films The Wild Bunch and Dr. Cyclops. During the McCarthy era, he spoke out against Joseph McCarthy's tactics and was blacklisted from Hollywood for years. Were you a commie? Or just one of the people that was unfortunately called out for such. In 1968, he was found in his Hollywood home, naked, kneeling at the bathtub, with a noose tightly wrapped around his neck. He was blindfolded. His wrists were handcuffed. There was a ball gag in his mouth, with 2 hypodermic needles were inserted in one arm. His body was covered in explicit words and drawings in red lipstick. Holy shit!
Oh my god.
A lot of humiliated. That's pretty extra, I will say.
Are we sure that wasn't just a straight up murder?
Right?
Like, fucking hell.
No, that's the
Oh
one's
yeah,
king.
autoerotic asphyxiation. Yeah, sure.
That's an oversimplification of what went down here.
Right?
That is nuts. Okay, I think you win the prize, my friend, because I don't want to know who outdid that.
Yeah, what comes after? Because anything that comes after is not like it's not gonna measure up. Let's be
Can you
honest.
even outdo that?
No.
Oh, Michael Hutchence. The Australians always make an appearance, don't they? There's a lot of controversy surrounding the passing of Australian musician Michael Hutchence. The lead singer of INXS had a history of depression and substance abuse and was going through a difficult time with his daughter. He was found on November 22nd, 1997, with a belt around his neck, kneeling on the ground. Coroners declared he took his own life, but many fans and people close to the musician think it may have been accidental.
Okay.
He was in Face Off and Batman Forever? Somebody look that up. Who the fuck was he in Face Off? I've seen that movie a number of times. John Woo. What the hell? Huh.
I wouldn't have a clue.
Steve Milligan. Steve Milligan was a conservative British politician and journalist. He was found gone on February 7th. That's an odd way to say that. He was found gone.
I find it so funny that he doesn't even have a proper picture. It's just a gravestone.
Mm-hmm.
Is that even his? What does it say?
Right? How sad would that be if like that's not even his fucking gravestone? It's just some random picture of a gravestone.
Yeah, not politicians.
Stephen Milligan, possibly Stephen Milligan. You can never tell until someone corrects you.
Yeah.
He was found gone on February 7th, 1994 by his secretary, according to reports. Milligan was naked, except for women's stockings, had an extension cord around his neck, a plastic bag over his head, and an orange slice in his mouth. It was ruled accidental.
How many of these are like vaguely like sounding like it's a fucking murder, but they're just like, oh yeah, they just wanted to get off.
He actually, Your Honor, let me explain. He wanted me to wrap this cord around his neck. He wanted me to choke him out until he was nearly dead. I was just following his instructions.
He wanted me to put a plastic bag over his head.
It's not my fault that he's a little bitch and couldn't handle it.
Right? Holy shit.
We agreed on a safe word, okay? It's not my fault if he didn't say it. Or if he couldn't say.
I mean, sure, he had an orange slice in his mouth, but what of it?
This was all due to a lack of foresight on the part of the victim. Excuse me. I had nothing to do with this. I just did what I was told.
Yeah, it's pretty harsh. Okay, Kevin Gilbert. Kevin Gilbert was a musician who worked with such artists as Madonna, Michael Jackson, and Eddie Money. On May 17th, 96, he was found with a black hood over his face with a leather strap that was connected to a headboard around his neck. Fuck.
Okay.
Okay, that just
Okay.
that sounds like, yeah, y'all done fucked
Yeah,
up.
that sounds like a sex thing.
Yeah. That just right.
That's sex.
Francisek Kotswara.
What? Look at the death date.
Yeah, I know.
Holy shit.
Kotswara was a composer in the 1700s, most famous for his song, The Battle of Prague, which was a favorite of Mark Twain. On September 2nd, 1791, he visited a working girl and paid her 2 shillings to cut off his testicles, which she declined to do. He then tied a noose around his neck and proceeded to engage with her until his demise. This is one of the first known instances of affixophilia.
Whoa. Oh my god.
Damn, bro.
Was she burned as a witch after that? I'm just curious.
I don't think she would have been, but that's some shit, man.
You never know. I mean, you never know.
Shady said couldn't find him in Face Off. Like, does it mean like, because this is Face Off and Batman Forever, were there just In Excess songs that were maybe part of the soundtrack and that's what they're referencing?
Maybe.
Yeah, got me.
I just cut off his testicles.
Well, I mean, you have to pay for that kind of stuff. You can't just, you know,
You have to pay more than.
hey baby,
kind of
you want to like, here's a straight razor. Like, it's just, you know, you
That's
gotta,
at least a 4 shilling kind of request.
Right. Or at least
'Cause it
6.
Yeah, let's go with 6. Because it involves blood, duh. So, no. 2 shillings ain't gonna cut it. Sorry.
God. 2 shillings to cut off his balls. That's just fucking wow.
Like, at what part of the ball? Like, at the like, the apex of the sack where it meets the fleshy part of the body? Or just, like, half a ball?
Yeah.
half a ball.
Half a ball. Half the ball. Like, was the purpose of this to prevent him from having any errors? Curious.
Or did he just want to straight up fucking die in a really bizarre way?
I brought up this story because I just love the headline so much. Scientist finds polar
Yo,
bear
what the
DNA in Bigfoot.
Where did you find Bigfoot?
Yeah. Like, isn't the bigger story
Bigfoot?
we found Bigfoot?
Right? Are we just like missing a whole like article before this one where it's like, yeah, so we found Bigfoot.
Oh, fuck. Okay. Actually, it doesn't play out that interesting. That's just a great headline. Having trouble scrolling.
Where's that, Polly? Why did you... I don't think you did.
Yeti DNA. Where did you find a Yeti?
British scientists examined Yeti DNA. Okay. And found a
Where
strong...
did you find the Yeti?
That's... Yeah. And found a strong similarity to polar bear DNA. For analysis, they took wool of a creature that was killed by a hunter in the Himalayas 30 years ago. Brian Sykes, a geneticist at the University of Oxford, examined the DNA of the Bigfoot. Like...
Are you sure it wasn't just a polar bear?
I'm just...
Are you sure it just was like a polar bear?
How? I feel it's just... It's like exclaiming, you know, these aliens also make fettuccine. Wait. What aliens?
I'm sorry.
Like, you just...
Awesome.
Yeah.
Step back.
It's good times.
It's the Bundy bear. Yeah, the Bundenberg.
Yeah, this is pissing me off and unacceptable. There. Wasn't. You guys want to do this one?
Oh, what is it?
You'd have to
Oh,
look at your screen to
shit.
see.
Yeah, I remember this, right? When we found it, you were trying to find the gangster clothes.
Yeah.
We found Wikihow.
We might do that one. We've got some other wiki games to play, but this is the one we were talking about. How to dress up like a gangster, according to Wikihow. And there's multiple gangsters, by the way. It's you know, there's your standard mobster gangster, there's your corporate gangster, there's your urban gangster, and they tell you how to do each one. It's great.
Oh, they do.
Yeah.
Complete guide. Yes.
I think we're gonna move on to the games though, because I sense Weebo is fading.
All right.
Let us take a quick look at this,
Just a
though, if
little
only
bit.
for the pictures. These eerie living stones in Romania are fantastical and totally eerie. Look at them! Aren't they cool?
Totally real. Totally real, not eerie.
Wait, living stones.
Well, it's in quotations. They don't actually get up and walk around.
Oh, okay. So they're not like thrombolytes and shit like that.
What's a thrombolite?
That's a living stone.
Okay.
Well, alrighty then.
We've got to work on your communication skills. Which is...
No, we don't. I'm perfect the way I am.
Yeah, well. We get
It's
the world we deserve,
fine.
am I right? Yeah, I'm right. Okay. Let's move on to the Wikihow game.
Oh, alright. Woo! Alright.
My body is ready.
Okay, so
Alright, so do I
this is number one.
need
And
to explain?
yes, FarZoosme will go ahead and explain to Weebo and to those who haven't played before how the game works.
Alright, so Wikihow is a magical place. So basically I will give 3 possible titles of what article this image has come from. And you have to guess which one is the right one.
Okay.
So yeah, two of them are fake, but one of them is the real title.
Okay.
So this
So, like,
is the first
pick a
image.
one. Okay.
Yeah, basically.
Okay, this is the first image. Baking soda brushing teeth.
Yep. So is it A, how to be homeless? B, how to get beautiful while you sleep? Or C, how to whiten your teeth?
How to
A,
whiten your teeth.
how to be homeless.
So how to be homeless, Weebo is how to whiten your teeth.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Alright. Chat.
Yeah, waiting to see if Chad
What does
has any
Chad-
ideas. You haven't
Because
been
why
to
would she brush her teeth if she was homeless? Homeless people don't brush their teeth. That's a myth.
you haven't been to
Well, maybe
Wikihow very
you
much,
gotta
have you,
them
Weebo?
baking soda.
No, I haven't actually. I
No?
really like the play.
You got to think outside the box when it comes to Wikihow.
Yeah, I don't like pictures. I like videos, and so if I'm gonna learn how to do something, I'm gonna do it from a YouTuber.
Oh, they can't see the picture, Polly.
Oh, Jesus Christ. Fuck.
I
Well, medicated boomer.
I like how Becca Farley is still guessing A though, despite not being able to see the.
You know the bartender has been drinking, right? It is a bar. Shit.
actually, bartenders are not supposed to drink while on the clock, Holly.
Weebo,
Yeah,
Polly?
it's 1942.
Uh-huh.
Okay, here we go.
okay.
It's fine.
So. Oh, shit. That was okay. So should I just say what it is then, or like wait a little longer?
Let's have it, because we have Becca agrees with me that it's A, Ginger Power agrees with Weebo that it's C, and Cynics with the winners with A. So, what is it? My coffee, that's not me urinating, don't worry.
Sure.
I gotta show the man all bets are off.
Okay, so what we have is we've got S from Mata Winter. I don't think you know how this game works, Mata, but just it's fine. It's fine. We're happy to have you here. We got a C, a B, an A, a C, a B, a C, a B, an A, and Mata again with an S. What the fuck? Okay, and Pair to Bear is B.
Okay, so it's A. How to empower youth.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it was
better.
Basically, yeah. Like, don't say I know better than you because I'm old. Like that was the whole thing of that section. Like, it was. I don't even know how to describe that article.
Daniel Folman's like she looks like a rejected Scooby-Doo character.
She kind of does.
Velma's uglier twin sister.
Kind of looks like a combination between Fred and Velma.
But Fred's
like
blonde.
the secret like daughter or something. Yeah, but it's like daughter.
Oh, yeah.
Elva's
okay.
hair.
Mhm.
Then Fred's clothing and shit. It's like
Yep, I see it.
All right, let's move along here. Okay, my caption for
oh wait,
this
what number is?
This is number 33.
Oh no, yeah, no.
My caption for this one is I knew that literature major would pay off one day.
Okay.
Weebo?
So is it A?
I don't know.
Okay. Weebo's fading fast. Let's move.
Okay, so is it A, how to motivate restaurant employees?
Uh-huh.
B, how to clean a toilet? Or C, how to live with elderly family members?
How to live with elderly family members.
Yeah, I'm gonna go with elderly family members because they've lost the capacity to and desire to aim.
To aim. That's what's going on here.
To aim, to go to the bathroom by themselves, to do a lot, honestly.
Take a pause and muted sneeze break there. I do like functional suggestion, how to make toilet moonshine.
So you're
nice.
May have bulimia. How to identify?
Jordan 250 is drunken uncle's day off. Wow. Wow.
That toilet is huge, though. Can
It
we just
really
appreciate
is.
the size of the ass that is sat upon that toilet seat?
Yeah, like that. It's a fucking massive toilet. So should I just read the answer off?
Yeah, we got, I think the consensus is C, because we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 C's, and then Matt guessing N. Okay. And then A and
there's
A.
no N.
And then Becca, the odd one out on B. Oh no, Jordan's got a B too.
Okay, it's A, how to motivate restaurant employees.
Really?
Yeah.
I mean, he does look motivated in that he's smiling, but I mean, seriously, who's
He's supposed
motivated?
to be the boss, and it's like saying, like, you must take on some of the responsibilities yourself.
Ah, makes sense.
That's what it is. But it's just like, so you were taking on the responsibility of cleaning the toilet? Okay. You do you.
Okay, well, Becca just asked if I'm on live chat, and the answer is no, but this is 1942. This is the time of the boomers, so, you know, I get a pass. Well, the boomers' parents, I guess. Yeah, it's fine. All right, but we're on live chat now. All right, let's go on to number 34. Okay, my caption for this is, no Akbar. Putting anthrax in envelopes is not okay.
So, A.
That whole caption, or you're part of that first part?
Say what?
That first part, or like the whole caption?
What?
The whole caption.
No Akbar. We're not putting anthrax in letters, or is it just no Akbar? Period.
No, the whole thing.
Okay. All right. Just clarifying.
Yeah. You see,
So
it's
is
got this is the, you know, it's got the nice exclamation mark around the envelope, which is like, bink. You know that noise from. Yeah. What video game's that from? I'm not a gamer. What's it from?
I don't know.
Like, it's a stealth game where you're sneaking around and you hear this wonk when you're discovered. Ah, whatever. Fuck. The moment's passed. Let's move on.
Oh god, I think I know what you're talking about.
The moment's passed. It's fine. Okay.
Yeah, okay. Is it A, how to implement diversity in the workplace?
Uh-huh.
B, how to handle sensitive information? Or C, how to make out?
I'm wanting to guess C because Wikihow is just can really throw some sidewinders at you.
I'm gonna go with C too because I feel like that's a safe bet after what I've been exposed to the last couple of times.
Evolved Potato and Frank Leo guess Metal Gear. Is that what it is? Is it Metal Gear?
Oh yeah, it is Metal Gear. And Platy just DM'd me saying Metal Gear too.
Oh, okay.
It's fucking Metal Gear.
We have zero game cred here, but it's fine. It's 1942. There are no video games.
Oh, shit.
Okay.
So is that your answer for the Wikihow, guys? Metal Gear? Because I can assure you that is not the answer.
Okay, can you do A and B again, please, quick?
How to implement diversity in the workplace is A,
right.
and B is how to handle sensitive information.
I'm gonna go with sensitive information because A seems like a trap set by Platy, and C, well, I'm tempted because it is such a curveball. I'm not willing to go with it, so I'm gonna go with B. How to handle sensitive information.
Okay. Weaver, are you sticking to C?
Sticking with C.
How to make out?
Yep.
Okay.
Sticking with it.
All right.
So the CBB. Yeah, Madawinter is still not understanding.
Yeah, see, we got Chad agreeing with me, man. Look at all the B's.
Well,
The B's are wrong.
lucky for you, it is B. How to handle sensitive information.
That's called deduction,
Yeah,
Weebo. Deduction.
And you were right. That first one, it was absolutely Platy being like,
Haha!
I'm laying the trap.
I got Platy's
C was
number.
me.
See? It's because you know what's going on there. Platy's clever. Okay? She knows how to slip in just the right thing to get you to look over there. It's you gotta
I need to play this game more often.
Oh shit. I just kind of threw C in there because it was just kind of like, you know what? We've seen enough like weird out of context shit. Like again, how to suppress the gag reflex, or it's just the woman sitting on the chair.
Yeah.
It's like it could be.
like sometimes Weebo, if you go through Wikipedia articles or Wikihow articles, like the pictures are just completely disconnected from what they just wanted some kind of graphic there, and it just what the hell? But
And it didn't work out. You don't always need a graphic for a how-to, but it does, I guess, help.
okay, so my caption for this is a quotation. It's this guy talking, right? And he's saying, so, I did my checklist. I wrapped the room in plastic. I gagged her. But then when I came up from behind her, she broke loose. And I had to chase her down and strangle her with my bare hands.
All right then.
I don't know. The Ted Bundy story
okay.
really inspired me. I don't know.
That works.
Yeah, that does work. All right. So, is it A, how to set up a prenuptial agreement?
Okay.
B, how to value your Pokemon cards? Or C, how to practice polyamory?
Ooh.
Polyamory.
Okay, what was A again?
How to set up a prenuptial agreement.
Huh. See, that's tempting because it's WikiHow. And they're all about their diversity, so it's going to be the POC and the white woman anytime there's any marriage. Like any kind of relationship shit. We've seen that for a long time because, we're woke.
Yeah.
So that's tempting. But polyamory, there's lots of discussion of polyamory and how to come out and how to approach whatever somebody. I'm gonna go with C, just for fun. I'm going with C. How to set up polyamory.
All right. What about you, Weebo?
I said C.
Oh, you said C? Okay. Okay, so there's C. The options, but thank you, Madam Winter. B, B, A, B, B. Lots of A's and B's. Yeah. Well, you are right. It is C. How to practice polyamory.
I think I'm getting the hang of this game.
How? He's like, okay, see, what happens, honey, is that me and my wife, we want to bring in some extra people. Now, we've made a list. What's the list
We're
for?
checking it twice.
Yeah, what? Like, is this the list of people that they've approached, and they're checking them off as they go?
Like, what it was, I think this was from the section where it's like a checklist of like things that are okay and not okay in the relationship, like saying that. Like, okay, we have to set some boundary. I think that's where that was from.
All right, let's go on here. I believe this is the second last one, or the penultimate one. Everyone seems to love that word so much lately, so let's go with that, the penultimate one.
There's a few more after that one, but yeah, okay.
I thought there was only, I thought it went up to 37 and that was it. No?
No, there's 39 of them.
Oh, okay. Well, let's start moving fast here, because Weebo's fading fast.
Okay.
I am fading fast.
Okay. So is it A, how to dress for an interview? B, how to leave your abusive partner? Or C, how to give someone a hickey?
Ugh. Another
leave
one?
your abusive partner. I saw this in Invisible Man.
Listen, this is a good one. Like, you guys wrote this up well. It's tempting. I'm gonna go with C. The hickey one. No! I felt the trap. Because it's like covering up the hickey, right? I think I think you guys were looking at this and thought, see, it's like she's covering up a hickey, right? No, I'm not going with C. How to leave an abusive relationship. I'm going with that one.
All right.
Same.
So you're both going B.
Mm-hmm.
I went B first. I want that the record to reflect that, just so we're clear.
Okay, and Beck Furley
Okay.
and Cynic and Pear to Bear and Jordan all agree with us. Madda Winter is still just a little confused, but it's okay. We're happy you're here. TOS says B as well. We all might be very wrong here because we're all going B, except for Ginger Power had and Expo Hotep who had the wisdom to guess alternatively. Yeah, all right. So what is it?
All right. C, how to give someone a hickey.
You're fucking kidding me! God damn it! I outthought myself.
These are very strategically ordered in such a way as to throw us off when we think we know what we're doing.
Yeah, that was well done. I fell for my own trap there. That was good. Yeah.
That's like my favorite part of just sitting here and just hearing you talk yourself out of the right answer. You're doing so well. No, that's a trap.
Gil Cotto, thank you very much for the very generous $25 tip to the bartender, where he says, Polly for the potato fund, or the Keep Polly Happy with Food and Booze fund. Well, I greatly appreciate that. You know what we'll keep? I'm going to put it in the potato fund because once I get that done, I'll be able to have more and more streams, better streams, with better graphics.
Safer streams.
Safer streams?
I don't know what I'm talking about.
They won't be safer. If anything, they'll be more likely to get my channel canceled. Half the jokes I've cracked this stream will get my channel canceled.
Rough.
Yeah, I know, right? I got to start spreading over to other places and figure out how the hell... shit, what's it called? Dual stream? Buy stream? Restream? Restream.
Yeah.
Yeah, buy stream, something totally different. That's a cam girl thing. Anyway, moving on. Number 37, Far.
All right. So, is it A, how to win a street fight? B, how to drink hot water? Or C, how to write a vacation rental contract.
Fuck.
B. Go with B.
You going with B?
Go with B.
Can you
Final
read them
answer.
again real quick, please?
A, how to win a street fight.
Uh-huh.
B, how to drink hot water.
Uh-huh.
Or C, how to write a vacation rental contract.
Fuck.
Now, I will say this. These are all actual article titles, but only one of these article titles is the one for this particular image. Like, these are all articles we have found.
I like Jordan 250 says how to disable an undercover cop's listening wire.
That is a good one.
I'm going with A. I am going to go with A. Becca Furley asked, what's your goal, Polly? To stop my ever expediting downward spiral of alcoholism and self-loathing. And Gilcado mentioned, let's see, it just kind of slipped right off screen. First step to having a hick eater is remove some multi-dimensional neckwear. Okay. Oops, hit my mic. Sorry about that, guys. Ex-Bubba Hotep donated. Oh, thank you so much. Very generous $50 tip to the bartender. Damn it. Get a new potato already.
So we have C, B, C.
Thank you very
A.
much. Greatly appreciated to all of you and both of you. Gokado and Ex-Bubba Hotep. Sincerely appreciated. Yeah, I'm going A.
What's
This is a
today's
good
B?
one. It's confusing because it looks like how to control your anger or how to avoid a fight or something like that, and it's none of those. So I got nothing. I'm going with A.
All right.
Mine was the one about drinking water.
Yeah, that one
Yeah,
seemed
you
too
want,
obvious
how to
to
drink
me.
hot water?
Yep.
All right. It is A, how to win a street fight.
Haha!
Where they start the article off, by the way, where they say, like, it is not good to solve your problems with violence. Uh-huh. Okay, so that's why you're telling us how to win a street fight. Got it, Wikihow. Thanks.
They gotta do what they gotta do to stay on the internet.
Right?
This girl with all violence, man.
Oh, shit.
This man spilled on himself
But,
to gain humility. He doesn't look humble. He looks like he's mad as hell, Bear to Bear. What the? And we got another solid snake wink noise going on here. You know, it just. All right, let's quickly move on here. Okay, my caption for this is: "Give me the Jason Mimosa. I want to be a douche."
I'm not over that, I already college.
Oh, shit.
Not anytime soon.
Of course not.
Okay. So, is it A, how to choose a hairstylist?
Uh-huh.
B, how to overcome depression using the Bible? Or C, how to dress up a boy like a girl?
How to dress up a boy like a girl. Letter C. I'm going with that. Final answer.
Okay. How to use Bibles. B. How to get over depression. How to dress up a boy like a girl. What was A?
How to choose a hairstylist?
Like, that's so sensical that there's no way that could have been on Wikihow. Is how to use the Bible to get over depression. Is that what he's saying to the stylist? Give me the Jesus? Give me the Renaissance-looking Jesus? I don't know.
Maybe.
I'm gonna go with C. Because
C? Okay.
the hairstylist looks non-binary, and maybe that's why. Well, wait a minute. How to choose a hairstyle? Well, A and C end up working together, then, don't they? I'm gonna go with C.
Okay. So there's C, C, B, A, B. Lots of A's, B's. Okay. So you're right, it is C, how to dress up a boy like a girl. And let me tell you, this is the only image on there that would not have given it away. Because everything else, it's like, what the fuck?
Like, why has he got the chin strap beard? Like, what's the idea? Like, going to a stylist to get, like, a more traditionally feminine haircut? Yeah? Okay.
Something like that. But I will say this, though. B, How to Overcome Depression Using the Bible.
Yeah.
That is a real article.
Oh, I believe it. I believe it.
The only thing is, the only reason I didn't use an image from that in this is because it's one of those rare instances of the article not using cartoon images. It's actual photographs.
No shit, on Wikihow. I've never seen that.
Oh, yeah, that happens a few times, but it's kind of a little bit rare in comparison.
Are they stock images, or are they just, like...
I'm not entirely sure what is going on with them. Like, they possibly could be stock images. They do look to be stock images, but I wouldn't be able to tell you. But yeah, that is an actual article on there. How to overcome depression using the Bible.
But I mean, Gyokato's got the point, and that's what I'm thinking. It says, but the beard, and it's like, yeah, I hope this is not just a salon, but a barber to get, because otherwise you're going to be rocking some "it's ma'am" looking.
Oh yeah, no, the
you know?
pictures. I should show you the article at some stage, probably like after this or something, because the pictures in there of the men dressed in dresses and shit, it is some "it's ma'am" shit. Like, it's not even like they look convincing. It's just men going full on "it's ma'am" with it.
I was like, Bear how to infiltrate Antifa. With that look, yeah, it's right. Okay, here we are, last one. All
right.
My caption for this would be how to not approach your lesbian crush.
With prayers
then.
And begging.
Yes, if you have a crush on your longtime friend, do not approach them with clasped hands saying, please, because it's going to make them sweat, as we can see this person's obviously sweating and shocked. What the fuck? How to not approach your lesbian crush. Okay, so, what?
So, is it A, how to be cool? B, how to ask for a threesome? Or C, how to get a lesbian girlfriend?
Oh no!
These are all the same answer.
You Flatty and Fritz, who are the ones who concocted this, as I understand it.
Fritz was there by this time.
How to propose a threesome? I'm gonna go with that one. That is my final answer.
All right, Holly, how about you?
Which C? I'm going with C. I'm going to go with my original joke because I'm going to run with the instinct on this. So I'm going to go with C. What's chat saying? Matta Winter's got V. And apparently Matta Winter, by the way, was spelling something out. So if anybody's interested, they can scroll back and see what each individual letter spelled. Hopefully it's not something that's going to end my channel. We got Evolved Potato with B. Thank you, by the way, to Evolved Potato for posting our links throughout the chat. Very much appreciated. Shady's got C, Jordan's B, and B from Frankly.
So lots of C's and B's, I'm guessing.
Yeah, I'm going with C. Yep.
All right, and then we've always got B.
Yep.
For the threesome, you think really?
I think threesome. It's the most obvious answer.
Well, but it's a little too obvious, you know? You see, you gotta think like that. Yeah.
This is just the kind of overthinking that got you in trouble the last time.
Well, that's true. That's true. It did work against me, but yeah. All right.
All right. It's A, how to be cool.
What?
Although I will give you this, there apparently is an article out there of how to get a lesbian girlfriend. That does exist. Heidi went to look it up.
Go ahead and put that one in a folder one time. We're going to be going over that soon. That should be good for some lols.
Yeah, because after I started saying let's just take titles of other articles that could kind of fit or just really fucking bizarre. Because we were getting to a point where it's like, these are good images, but we couldn't figure out another title for it. So I just started doing that. So Platy did that, and she found the lesbian one just to double check it actually did exist.
I think Becca's the most excited of all whenever she gets one. She's like, boom! I got it! You know, that's like the third time she's done it. I love how Pear to Bear slipped in A after you said the answer. I see what you're up to. I see what's going on. It's okay. It might be the delay, but I'm assuming it's your deception. It's yeah, so there it is.
I will also say that, like, with the threesome one, Fritz and I both thought of it. I said it, and he's like, I was thinking of that. That is terrifying.
That's hilarious.
Like, so, yeah, for a minute there, I harnessed the mind of Fritz.
Well, that must have been scary.
Yeah, just a bit. Because that's a scary place.
And so there it is, ladies and gentlemen. I think we should let the Weebo go off to her pumpkin time because she's not used to staying up to regular people hours. She's got the LOLs, LOLS, which is little old lady syndrome. It strikes hard and it strikes the young before you know it.
Yeah. I almost fell asleep like during the last game. Yeah. Well,
yes, others can contract it as well. Its recognizable symptoms include knitting in your 20s, far.
Fuck off.
It includes going to bed at like 9 o'clock at night, Weebo. You know, these are the kind of things that you should look for in your friends in case they are also afflicted with the LOLs, little old lady syndrome.
I just get an actual person job and not just continue on with my schooling. It is what it is.
Hey, that was a cold, deep cut right there.
I know.
Okay.
All right. Do you mind if I go off to bed? Because I am literally falling asleep in my chair.
No, not at all.
Not at all.
Thank you for coming, and we will wrap up here because we're only going to be on for another 30 seconds or so. Anywho.
All right. Thank you for having me, Polly.
Thank you for coming along. We are always
right.
happy to have you here. And please feel free to join us anytime you want.
Sweetly. If I happen to be awake at 2 in the morning on a regular old day, I will absolutely bug you guys.
All right. Have a good night. Don't stumble home and don't drive.
Sorry.
Okay. Laters.
Meh.
And for the rest of everybody, as we always say, I'd like to thank everybody who came, and we just thanked Weebo for being here, for keeping me company at the bar. I'd also like to thank FarZoosme for keeping me company at the bar. I'd like to thank all the drunks and stragglers and gentlemen and ladies who came in and hung out during the evening. Some people suggested that I might be dead. No. Although Far did send her henchmen after me to try and totally overtake the bar so I wouldn't keep showing up. But well, I saw.
You sent your lawyers first.
I saw them coming from a mile away. When you got two mugs and fedoras approaching
first.
me, I just did. I'm going to do a quick test here. I'm just going to start a quick run, and if they start running, I know what's up. They started coming after me, so I took the fuck off. They couldn't keep up. I made it up a fire escape. I was gone. It's easy to get away in 1942. Let me tell you, all the buildings are so close together, you can just hop, hop, hop like you're Mario. You know, it's great. In any case, I'd like to thank everybody who tipped the bartender. It's greatly appreciated, and it sincerely is. As a little side note, Far, I was showing Gilcado and some other people some of the additional Noir Bar for Noir City locations that I created. You've seen them.
Yeah.
There were 6 separate locations inside of Noir City, which is located just outside Philadelphia, in case you guys were wondering where Noir Bar is located. As well as the VIP room downstairs and the theater room, which is under construction.
I can't wait for that theater room.
Oh yeah, it's gonna be great.
So many things. Can we like do a premiere whenever you get that thing up and running of just Kay's cooking?
nothing but Kay's cooking on Noir Theater.
Yeah, please.
Yeah, that's a thing we could do. We'll do somebody's rendition of party cheese salad as the christening event.
Oh hell yeah!
Yeah. For those of you who don't know about the party cheese salad, you should look it up. It's internet legend.
It is the 70s just condensed.
Yeah. But unfortunately, as I was explaining to the people that I was showing those things to, those various locations, they all have motion graphics in them. And My poor potato is maxed out.
Potato.
As we speak. It's computational and graphic processing is maxed out doing what it's doing right now, which is why I have my second laptop over here to read Streamlabs off of, because it's already maxed out. But in any case, once I get the new computer, I'll be able to run all of those motion graphics and won't have to sublet processes to other computers. And it'll be a good time. It'll be fun. All of the donations are greatly appreciated towards that end. And as we... in the description is also the link to Far's merch. So by all means, check out
Buy
her merch.
my shit.
Buy her shit. Buy it.
Buy my shit.
All sorts of fun stickers out there. If you missed out on the holiday far and the Christmas far and the Christmas otter, it's okay. There will be other seasonal ones coming up. And again, I'd like to thank Vol Potato for putting our links up this whole time. It's always appreciated. And that's it, I believe. Yeah, that is it. All right, thank you for coming by, everybody. As we always say about this time after last call, you don't got to go home, but you got to get the hell out of here. We'll see you again soon.